Tennessee Commission for the United States Semi-Quincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop.
Okay. Foul.
7:04 remaining in the second quarter. Get you caught up on the action. Panthers had the basketball to start the second quarter. Missed a three. Got their own offensive rebound. Pass was picked off in the lane. Valor comes back. A three by London Cotton. Paul answers back with her own three to tie the score at 13. And just now an offensive foul on Valor Prep. Gives the ball to the Panthers. Ramoot is in the lane. Spin move. Shot is short. Gets her own rebound. Doesn't get the putback. And Valor Prep with the rebound. Pass tipped out by Paul. John Thayer, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. I'm tired. I'm wore out, dude. I don't even know what's happening here. It's tied, though. That's good. Kyle
Eaton here with you. John Thayer now on the mic. Miguel Almendarez handling the controls. Pass is picked off by Moot.
Oh.
And they'll call traveling on Moot as she was trying to pass it up ahead. They'll say she jump stepped.
That was awful. I didn't see a travel there. I'm sorry. I seen a great interception, a great outlet pass. That was big. That took 2 points away from us.
Pass turned over into the backcourt, and they'll have a backcourt violation on Valor.
He got that one right. He's one for two right now.
McKelvey will inbounds from the near sideline. She'll give it up to Bradley. Moot tries to go cross court to Paul, gets tipped out. It'll stay with the Lady Panthers.
Paul did a great job of not freaking out and trying to grab it and going off her.
Paul will inbound for the Lady Panthers into the backcourt to McKelvey. 6:05 to go here in the first half. Score's tied at 13. Pass is tipped, loose, picked up by McKelvey. Scrum on the floor. And the foul will go against Valor.
Yeah, she plowed her, but normally when a ball's on the floor and any player is on the floor, it's fair game.
That's the first foul on London Cotton. Second team foul on Valor here in the second quarter. Panthers with the basketball. 2-3 zone. McKelvey with the three, short. Moot gets the offensive rebound, and the Panthers get another chance at it. Mays, baseline, picks up her dribble, turns around, gives it to McKelvey, back it on top to Paul. She'll take that three. No good. Rebound tipped out to McKelvey. Throws it out top to Paul. Paul says, let me get a little bit closer.
She got a hand check. Got clobbered there.
Backs up. Pass is tipped out of bounds. No, they'll say Mays touched it last. It'll go over to the Lady Wildcats. 5:21 to go here in the second. 13-13 is your score. Winner will go to the region championship game Wednesday night, right back here at Valor Prep Collegiate High School. Is that right? Valor Prep Collegiate High School. I may have said too many words there.
I don't think so.
London Cotton over to the near side to Paris Cotton, who takes a three from the corner. No good. Valor with another offensive rebound, gives it up to Paris for the hook shot. Off the mark. Bradley gets that one. Moot shields off her defender. Over to Mays. Mays back to Moot. Moot into the lane, jump step, shot is up, shot is good. Gorchek Moot with their second bucket of the night. Gives the Panthers a 2-point lead at the 4:39 mark. McLean. Over to Kobe Cotton. Back to Cotton number 2. We'll call her Cotton number 3. We'll go by jersey numbers. How's that? Ball is thrown directly to Kelsey Gregory on the Lady Panther bench. Turnover will give it to Valor Prep. Timeout on the court. We'll take a small break with 4:22 to go. It's Portland 15, Valor 13.
Tennessee Commission for the United States
scored our break?
Semiquincentennial was
Fifth
created
quarter.
to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th
Thank you.
anniversary of the founding of the United States and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event
I didn't
and the
just
impact of
realize
its
there's
people on the
cotton,
nation's
cotton.
past,
I was
present,
listening
and
to you
future.
now, so I go,
The Commission
can't be that
promotes an
many
inclusive
cottons.
feel
statewide
like it's
celebration
East
and
Robertson.
educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's
Cotton
unique
picking a lot of
stories,
cotton.
10
objects,
seconds.
landmarks,
5,
and places across our diverse state that define
3,
who we are as Tennesseans
2,
and Americans.
4:22 to go here in the second quarter. Lady Panthers up 15-13 and with possession of the basketball. Boot takes the pass into the front court, swings it all the way around to Mays from the corner on the three. Off the mark, rebound goes to Valor Prep. Cotton into the front court, gives it up to McLean. McLean backs up, shoots the three. Doesn't get there. But once again, Valor Prep with the offensive rebound as Cotton gets in and gets fouled on the way back up.
Yeah, that one we just kind of thought the other person was going to get the rebound. They talked about it. They said it was their bad because it just fell to the ground between three Panthers.
Kobe Cotton with the free throw. First one rims out. Samaya Thomas will come back in for the Lady Wildcats. Out will go London Cotton. Cotton. That one's up. That one goes in. Kobe Cotton with 3 points on the night. Panther lead down to 1. Under 4-minute mark here in the first half. Mays over to Paul. Tries to get it to Bradley at the free throw line. A little bit too high, a little bit too hot. Turnover goes to Valor. Cotton's going to try to go all the way, and she does, and the whistle will send her to the free throw line for an and one.
Yeah, the only thing that hurt about that inbound pass there, trying to get it into the post, is we've got it into the post 3 or 4 times, and we don't look like we really want it in there. You know what I mean? We have it turned and go. So forcing it is not really a good deal to try to do if we're not going to go with it when we get it.
Cotton completes the 3-point play. Valor now has a 2-point lead, 17-15 at the 3:36 mark. Mays in the corner, gets it to Bradley down low, out to the elbow for Moot, misses the jumper, but Bradley gets the offensive rebound, goes back up with it. It doesn't go in. And a foul on the Panthers.
It's got to be
they'll call
on them.
that. They'll call that against Valor on the rebound. That'll go against McLean. That's her first of the night.
I'd like to see Bradley assert herself more when she gets a good touch, 5 foot and in.
Inbounds is taken away by Valor and a foul right afterwards, and that'll go against Bradley. As Lady Panthers are trying to get that bounce pass into the low block. Valor read it, took it, and then Bradley gets her first foul of the night. That's the third team foul for the Lady Panthers. Panthers down by 2 now, having to play defense. And they'll call palming
Whoa.
on the Lady Wildcats guard.
They're going to be blowing the whistle all night long if they're going to call that.
That'll send it over to the purple and white, or should we say the black and white with a little bit of purple.
Very little purple.
Paul to the front court. Moots at the elbow this time. Pass is tipped off, taken away. Valor Prep pressuring up into the front court. Backs up, takes a 3. Back the rim, no good. But there's Cotton again with the rebound and the putback. The freshman, we now see what all the hype was about. As she has 8 points, 6 in this quarter. It's now a 4-point lead for Valor. Mays. McKelvey. Moot in the paint. A little short jumper, doesn't go in. Rebound is tipped out by the Panthers, and it'll go to Valor. Back in comes Tamia McLean. Out will go Paris Cotton for Coach Rexilius. Prep with a 4-point advantage and possession of the basketball. 2:25 to go here in the second quarter. Valor's got it all spread out.
We got to try to hold it to a missed shot and a rebound here.
Cotton over to McLean. Fake in the lane. Dishes it off to Thomas for the short jumper from the baseline. After 3 bounces off the rim, it goes in. So Sanaya Thomas with her first bucket of the night. It's now a 6-point lead. Ball goes out of bounds at the far end line, but it was knocked out by Valor as Moot was able to save it off the legs of the Valor defensive player. 21-15 is your score. Moot takes a 3 from the inbounds. Bucket.
We needed that really bad.
Gorchek Moot cuts the lead in half. It's now 21-18. Valor with the 3-point advantage. Thomas takes a mid-range jumper, high arcing shot off the rim, and may as well let it go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Panthers. 1:39 to go here in the first half.
So that was Moot who made the great save down there as well, didn't it? So that could be a 6-point swing right there.
Moot with another 3 from the corner, and that goes in. 2 in a row for Gorchik Moot. This game is now tied at 125. And Valor will back it up and restart as they're playing around the world. Back over to McLean, takes a screen, takes a 3. Off the mark, knocked out by Valor. We'll go over to Portland. Coming up on the 1-minute mark. McKelvey gets it to the elbow for Bradley, over to Mays. Mays goes baseline, a floater, no good. Out of bounds, knocked out by Bradley, so it will go to Valor Prep. No, they change it. I thought that looked right.
Well, he pointed straight up in the sky, so I guess.
I was kind of guessing.
I guess we're Jesus' team.
I thought maybe it was.
I don't know.
Bradley at the top of the key, drives the lane, takes a shot, gets fouled. Well, she was pummeled a few times.
She needs to do that when she's got her back turned on a good feed in there, though. Just spin and go. She's so quick.
While Bradley's at the free throw line, McKelvey and Paul will come have some conversations with Coach Stein. Bradley's first free throw is up and good. That's the first foul on Kobe Cotton tonight. 4th team foul. As Paris Cotton will come back into the game, along with London Cotton. Thomas will take a seat. Bradley gets set for her next free throw. It's good. Kayla Bradley with 8 points on the night. Panthers back to a 2-point lead. 42 seconds remaining here in this first half. Cotton to Cotton. 3 is off. And Paul with the rebound, and I guarantee she's going to take it all the way to the front court, and yes, she does. She's not going to waste time passing. McKelvey with a way downtown 3, back of the rim. Long rebound goes to Valor.
Yeah, that wasn't a really
And
good
Valor
shot.
has an opening down the lane as the Panthers were slow getting back, but misses the layup. Moot with it, 10 seconds to go. She was trying the spin move. London Cotton read it, tried to steal it, knocked it out of bounds, so with 7 seconds, Panthers will have a inbounds pass. On the far side as Moot is set up here on the near side. And that play didn't develop correctly as Bradley was spinning to get the inbounds pass. The timing wasn't there. It goes out of bounds. So Valor with an opportunity to tie it or go ahead here, nearing the half, as the Panthers are going to catch Valor here at the midcourt.
Yeah, it was a good thought. She just put too much on the pass.
And they change it. They adjust it to 6 seconds. Ball is inbounds. 2 seconds, 1 second. Shot at the buzzer doesn't go in. I don't think Valor realized that they had took time off the clock.
I'm glad.
Big surge by the Panthers to end that second quarter at the half. It's Portland 23, Valor Prep 21. You're listening to Lady Panther basketball here on the Portland Sports Network.
From phones and laptops to toys and tools, Many of our favorite things run on batteries. But when tossed in the trash or recycling bin, these batteries can spark intense fires that are nearly impossible to stop. Battery fires are happening more often. They've destroyed homes, burned down garbage trucks and recycling centers, and, tragically, taken lives. When a facility goes up in flames, trash and recycling services can be shut down for weeks or even months. The good news, battery fires are easy to prevent. Just remember, never throw batteries in the trash or recycling bin. Always tape the ends and drop them off at a safe collection site or mail them in using a certified return box.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Graphic Obsessions on Main is in a larger space and has more to choose from than ever. Tons of Panther designs we can print in minutes. Tons of inventory you can grab right off the rack today. And the amazing new hat bar, where you can customize your own hat. See a design you love but not in your size? We'll print it in just minutes. So many unique gift items right in the store. With the holidays fast approaching, remember, shop early at Graphic Obsessions on Main in Portland.
Join us Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Off the Rails, brought to you by Portland Sports Network's YouTube channel. Hosted by Coach Miguel Almendarez, Kyle Eden, and Coach John Thayer. We talk about local high school sports, as well as other local and college sports, and any other subject that might come up. Tune in and join in on the conversation. Off the Rails.
inside Valor Collegiate Academy High School as Portland leads Valor Prep by a score of 23-21. Lady Panthers started out hot, taking a quick 6-2 lead. Valor battled back, taking their first lead of the game at 2:50 left in the first quarter at 9-8. Portland was able to even it up at the end of one, tied 10-10. Turnovers by the Panthers and offensive rebounding by the Lady Wildcats gave Valor a 6-point lead late in the second. But two back-to-back threes by Gorchek Moot ties the score. Two free throws by Kieva Bradley puts us ahead at the half, 23-21. And John, I know you were having to play maintenance man for a better part of that first half, but from the part you could see, looks like it's going to be a tight second half basketball game between these two clubs.
Yes, for sure. Let me start out by saying one reason why I like you so much is you're so witty, even in times of pressure. It's really, really cool. It's refreshing as all get out. But yeah, I mean, I didn't get to watch any of the first quarter, just to be totally honest with you. But when the second quarter started, you know, we've gotten a lull. It wasn't looking really good. And Moot made an ESPN highlight save. Top 10, flash it on the screen. I mean, that was unreal. There was no way most people could make that play, girls or boys. She kicked it off on their legs. Everybody on the floor started going the other way because they knew there was no way it was Portland's ball. The referee said, no way, this young lady made a great save. And then she calmly sank 2 threes in a row to put us right back in the dadgum basketball game. I mean, you can't, I'm not a real one-person kind of steals the show kind of deal, but she stole the show right there, dude. If we hang on and win this ball game, you got to go back to that little sequence of play to see why she's the MVP.
Yeah, there was a lull. Things could have gotten out of hand kind of quick there if the Panthers hadn't turned around and done something.
There's no doubt. Scoring-wise, Paul's got 3, Moot's got 10, Bradley with 8, Lindsay with 2. I'm not real good on the free throws here. We're 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So on rebounds, we've got McKelvey with 1, Paul with 2, Moot with 4, Bradley with 2, Lindsay with 2. Steals, Moot had 1, blocks, Moot had 1, assist, Mace 3, McKelvey 1, Moot 1, Bradley with 2. And turnovers, we had 5 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter for a total of 12 turnovers.
Again, the winner of tonight's game will go up against Liberty Creek in the region championship as the Lady Wolves defeated Station Camp by a score of 63-38 in the first semifinal game, a game that was a 1-point contest at the half. And even when you was watching during the second half, it didn't seem like Liberty Creek had that big of a lead, but somehow, some way, they just kept pulling away. A relentless Lady Wolves basketball team just kind of overtook Station Camp in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're pretty solid. So fill me in, and any of our fans that may have been late, what was the drama in the first quarter? What one of our players could come out?
Well, if you can remember, back when Liberty Creek played Portland, you know, there was some fan verbalization between the couple of the fans of Liberty Creek and Coach Stein, or attached to or pointed towards Coach Stein. He was ignoring it. Well, they was kind of doing the same thing to Coach Kendra Jackson here for Station Camp, and she wasn't going to put up with it. So she kind of was trying to settle things down, and actually the athletic director for Liberty Creek tried to come in and say, hey, this is not right. And unfortunately, Liberty Creek, a great fan base. You always have a couple in every group. I know
Right.
Portland has their own too. So if you look, the stands are literally 1.5 feet behind the benches. So you're right there on top of the players and on top of everything. And basically what had happened is Liberty Creek, I don't think it was an offensive foul, but there was a collision, and one of Station Camp's players had to come off. And I think they was just kind of making fun of her, and Coach Kendra didn't like that too much.
I was just wondering. I had my back to the action.
Yeah, I mean, stoppage in play, security was called, blah, blah, blah. But all turned out good. So players are getting their last instructions. That are getting set to go back on the court for this second half. You got to think, John, make your short layups, your short jumpers, make them don't have these turnovers in the backcourt, and you'll be in this ball game at the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're doing good right now. They're doing a really good job of blocking out the shots. I think Valor thinks they can get second chance points on us really good, and to this point, for the most part, we've done a good job of controlling that.
Starting lineup coming back out for Valor Wildcats. It'll be McLean, Cotton, Wright, Kobe Cotton, and Love. And for your Panthers, your starting five, Mays, McKelvey, Paul, Moot, and Bradley. Panthers will have to play defense to start this third quarter. And they'll be defending the right-hand side of the court as referees get set. And we're under play. Valor Prep, the dribble handoff to McLean, guarded by McKelvey. She takes a screen to the right, down the lane, sidesteps, goes up the left hand, no good. Moot with a big rebound to Paul, up ahead to Bradley. One dribble, layup.
Nice. Great rebound, great outlet pass, great couple dribbles, great catch and bucket by Bradley.
Kobe Cotton misses a three. And the Panthers once again have the basketball with a 4-point lead. Paul to Bradley at the elbow, over to Mays for the three. Short, picked up by Valor. Cotton to the right-hand side, gives it up to the elbow, to the corner. Three up is no good. Touched by no one, out of bounds. It'll go to the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, we got to make sure we don't rush our shot to the point of missing it badly.
Valor does do a little 1-2-2 pressure, about three-quarter court. Panthers easily get it across. And Paul did not look the ball in. Goes off her fingertips. Gives it up to Valor.
She'll make up for it twofold, I guarantee you.
London Cotton hands it off to McLean. Starts back out on top, goes over to her left. Hands it off for a way downtown three, and it's no good. Paul with the rebound, up ahead to Moot. One step, turn around, layup. Gorchek Moot streaking down the court as soon as Paul got that rebound.
Yeah, it was a great outlet pass, and you can't say enough about Moot's athleticism.
Panthers up by 6:18 to go. McLean over to Cotton, gives it up to Cotton, number 12, down the lane, misses her shot, no foul called. Pass up ahead to Moot. She doesn't have the numbers, she'll slow it down. But there is Nylock Paul on the opposite block. Nobody followed her down. Valor is going to have to take a timeout. 2 minutes gone here in the third, and your Lady Panthers have taken an 8-point lead, 29-21. We'll be right back as you're listening to Lady Panther basketball. Three quick transition buckets by the Lady Panthers to start that third quarter. Creates a timeout by Coach Rixilius. Valor Prep down 29-21 with the basketball. And they'll quickly take a three. Short, I think that may have been tipped by Mays. Rebound goes to Paul, and she was looking up ahead to Moot, who was on the far sideline. Was going to get her on that post pattern. As she loses the basketball out of bounds, it'll go right back to the Lady Wildcats. London Cotton with the basketball, guarded by Moot. Over to McLean. She'll weave it over to the left-hand side, turns it down the lane, misses the layup. And Moot with the rebound. Up ahead to Paul, touch pass to Bradley, tic-tac-toe, add another 2 for the Lady Panthers. It is now a double-digit lead for what I'll say is the home team, even though we're not at home. London Cotton gives it to Love. Love pump fakes, shot, no good. Rebound Bradley and Moot in the front court. And now the Panthers get it taken away from behind. Kobe Cotton tries to get around Bradley. Can't do it. Flips it over to McLean. She tries to go down the lane. Whistle and an offensive foul on Tamaya McLean.
You could have called her for 2 of them because she pushed one of our girls off to the right and then steamrolled the other one.
That's the second foul on McLean. And Coach Stein has turned on the full court pressure. Excuse me, Coach Stein is going against this full court pressure. Paul with the basketball. Passes it to Bradley. Bradley turns around, there's no one there. She'll take it to the hoop. Whatever was said at halftime, we need to record it. Cotton down the lane, misses a shot, tips it over to Love, gives it back to Cotton for a 3, no good. Ball is saved by Valor, but she had a foot on the baseline. They'll go over to the Lady Panthers. At the 4:15 mark of the third quarter, Valor has yet to score in this second half. Panthers have scored 10 to take a 12-point lead. Paul, back to McKelvey, over to Paul. Tries to get it to Bradley at the elbow. Too many white jerseys picked up by Valor. McLean down the lane, misses the shot. Looking for contact, she didn't get it. McKelvey throws ahead to Mays. Picks up her dribble, gives it back to McKelvey, who takes a 3, and they're going to call a move and screen on the Lady Panthers. And that'll be the second on Nylock Paul. Valor quickly trying to attack. There's nothing there. Gets it back out to Paris, who misses a 3.
Oh.
Picked up by Paul. Over to McKelvey. Back to Mays. Mays goes baseline, picks it up at the block, gives it up to Bradley, takes a couple of dribbles to the right, gets fouled on the way to the basket. Do you feel like Valor's pressing a little bit? We're just halfway through the third, and it seems like they're taking the first 3 they can get.
Yeah, they look to me like they're shooting a 3 where they normally dominate on the boards. You know what I'm saying? They're just shooting them to think they can get the offensive putback, and they're not getting the offensive putback. And I think that's really getting them out of sync or blocking out so well.
Bradley to the free throw line where she makes the first one. Looking over at Region 6, which will be our opponent if we get to the sectional round. Franklin County is going up against Giles County, and Lawrence County is against Tullahoma. Second free throw is missed. Lady Creekwood got beat in the quarterfinals. That's the earliest exit that I can remember for Creekwood. Valor Prep loses the basketball, picked up by Moot. She gets into the front court.
She's got fouled by 2 different people there.
And they will call the foul on that one, as that'll go against McLean. Bradley did go 1 of 2 at the free throw line. So it is now a 13-point lead. 3:08 to go here in the third quarter. Bradley with the inbounds. Loses it into the backcourt. Violation will give it to Valor. Other local teams that are still in tournament action in 2A, Westmoreland going up against Pearl Cone tonight in their regional semifinal. In 4A, Hendersonville and Mount Juliet are squaring off. 3 straight away for Kobe Cotton in front of the rim. Rebound goes to Bradley. Quickly gets it out to McKelvey. She slows it up. Paul being guarded by the freshman and loses the basketball, and I think they're going to call a foul on Valor, and they will. Let's see who it goes against, and it'll go against Kobe Cotton, as it looked like she had tipped the ball out from behind, but they'll say she made contact. That's the second foul on her.
Yeah, they're calling 1 for 6 on her.
That took me a second.
Oh, she got another.
And Paul gets smashed trying to receive the pass from McKelvin. That'll be number 3 on Cotton. As Cotton was trying to jump the lane, didn't time it just right. And now Kobe Cotton's going to have to take a seat with 3 fouls. 2:33 to go in the third. Into the game comes Kate Wright.
She's a physical young lady.
And a freshman. Moot inbounds, then takes the handoff back. Tries to go into the lane, loses the basketball. Picked up by McLean. She turns around to her left, trips, falls, foul against the Lady Panthers. And they say that was before the shot. Foul on the floor. Will be an inbounds underneath the basket, as Ariel Lindsay will make her first appearance here in the second half. And Gorchek Moot will get a much-deserved breather. .12 points on the night. Inbounds into the lane. McLean floater goes in off the glass. Whistle as Paul was slow to get up. Timeout called by Valor, though. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one. Panthers up by 11. 2:16 to go in the third. This is Lady Panther basketball.
Graphic Obsessions on Main is in a larger space and has more to choose from than ever. Tons of Panther designs we can print in minutes. Tons of inventory you can grab right off the rack today. And the amazing new hat bar, where you can customize your own hat. See a design you love but not in your size? We'll print it in just minutes. So many unique gift items right in the store. With the holidays fast approaching, remember, shop early at Graphic Obsessions on Main in Portland.
2:16 remaining in the third quarter. Portland leads Valor 34-23. Portland with the basketball. They'll inbounds to Paul. Paul will slowly dribble up to the front court. Gets met by Cotton.
Get across the line.
Timeout called by Coach Stein as he figured out the 10-second violation was coming. As Paul never did cross the midcourt.
I don't think she realized she wasn't there.
She got right up there at it, and the ball was tipped out of her hands. She went back to get it, and yeah, I don't think she realized. We'll keep it here real quick. I don't think she realized that she hadn't went over. Good recognition by Coach Stein to call that. That's his first time out.
Yeah, we needed it there. That turnover there would have been terrible.
So an 11-point lead by the Lady Panthers here, going up against a team that is 21-5, who is used to scoring about 60 points a game. We knew the Panther defense would be put to the test, and so far they've answered the call.
Yeah, they have. I think a lot of it's got to do blocking out really well. I think that's really frustrating Valor Wildcats. I think they're used to getting a lot of second-half points and even third chances, so that's killing them. They're going to throw their press at us, and we got to make sure we're ready for it when they do.
I think something the Lady Panthers had to adjust to was Kobe Cotton. She doesn't look like a ninth grader, I'll put it that way. And they had her out on top on that 1-2-2, and we was having trouble passing back and forth between the guards. She was tipping it, getting her hands in the lanes, and I think we have finally adjusted to that, and that seems to make a big difference. Of course, the transition offense from the turnovers from the defensive side, huge, big part of this game.
Yeah, she's definitely a college prospect for sure.
Bradley with the basketball on the far side, lobs it into Paul. McLean comes up from behind and steals it. And tries to dribble around Bradley, and Bradley will reach in. And that'll be number 3, I think, on Bradley.
That was kind of a ticky-tacky call compared to Kazi and our girls when we've got the ball. That was not a very good call.
That's the second foul correction on Bradley. Third team foul on the Lady Panthers here in the third. McLean stops at the free throw line, misses it off the glass. Knocked out of bounds by Lady Panthers. It'll stay with the Lady Wildcats.
I believe that went off their leg.
Bowder lines it up 4 to a corner. McLean pops out, takes the inbounds pass, dribbles it off her foot.
Just leave it go.
McKelvey runs for it, picks it up, gives it over to Bradley. Bradley was trying to get it to Lindsay. Couldn't do it, knocked out by Valor.
The thing you got to be careful for is if you let it go and they touch it, it's your ball, clean possession. If you go for it and somebody dives in and there's a scrum there, it could be a jump ball, it could be all kinds of stuff.
Paul with the basketball, looking for Bradley down low, decides not to take it. Mays is going to take it, but it's too high.
Whoa, we'll take it.
And they're going to call a push from behind against Bradley on. No, they'll say Valor touched it before it went out. Okay.
I'll take it. My angle said no, but.
Baseline out of bounds play for the Lady Panthers. Lob out in front to Mays. She'll hold it up. Paul calls for play number 1. Overhead pass to McKelvey.
We're discombobulated.
McKelvey gets it up to Lindsay, top of the key. Lindsay tries to lob it inside. Stolen by Love. Valor Prep with the basketball down by 11. Not much scoring going on here in the past few minutes. Under a minute to go. 3 by Valor. No good. Rebound chased down by Mays. Taken away by Cotton. Gives it up to McLean. Back to Cotton. 3 from the front. Rattles out. I thought that was in.
She's got to walk.
And they're going to call held ball.
She walked from under the go all the way to the free throw line, and they call it a jump ball. The only good thing is it's ours.
Possession arrow does go to the Portland Lady Panthers. 35 seconds to go, up by 11.
Some of our younger girls have got to muscle the ball out of there before thinking about taking off with it. They don't have the length that some of our three-headed monster does.
McKelvey gets around right, tries to give up the basketball, tipped away. Valor picks it up. McLean tries to go coast to coast, loses it, and she'll throw it back out to Cotton. 11 seconds to go. Wright doesn't take the 3. Back to Paris Cotton. And she gives it up to London Cotton, guarded by Mays. Over to the right-hand side. 2 seconds to go. 3 on the way. No good. Put back at the buzzer. Doesn't go in for Valor. 3 quarters in the books. Lady Panthers with an 11-point lead. 34-23. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back with the final 8 minutes of regional semifinal basketball here on the Portland Sports Network. Score of the Valor Lady Wildcats, 11-2 in that quarter, thanks to 7 points by Kieva Bradley. A reminder, tomorrow night, PHS boys will be playing right here at Valor Prep High School, 6 o'clock p.m. in their regional semifinal against Springfield, a team in which we split the season series. Springfield was the number 2 seed going into the district tournament. They were upset by Station Camp. Now they have made their way back to the regional semifinals. Lady Panthers on defense to start this 4th quarter. McLean with the basketball, dishes it out to Cotton for the 3. Doesn't go in. Paul with the rebound. Already into the front court, makes her way to the left-hand side. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Quick hands by Valor Lady Wildcats.
Paul's got to use that off arm a little bit.
Moot will inbounds from about the plus 40-yard line. Gives it to Paul, who gives it right back to Moot. Up to Mays, over to Paul. Paul backs it up. 30 seconds gone here in the 4th quarter. Panthers in no hurry. Screen, Mays gets open, gets it to McKelvey, cutting down the lane. She misses the left-handed hook shot. And the Lady Wildcats with the basketball will run it up to the front court. Cotton over to McLean. McLean to left-hand side, spins at the elbow, decides to give it up, back out on front. Cotton looked at the three, gives it up to London Cotton. She'll take the volleyball three, way off the mark. And McKelvey has the rebound, but tipped out from behind. McLean gets around McKelvey, takes a shot, foul to the free throw line to go McLean. Valor is real good at staying with the forecheck once the Panthers get the rebound.
I agree.
2 free throws for McLean. She gets the first one.
We've got to learn as we get older when to stop and start and when to just start. It's like you can't be the same thing all the time because teams figure it out.
McLean makes both her free throws.
And it works better for you when you have length, but when you don't have a lot of length, you've got to mix it up a little bit.
Down to single digits.
Ooh,
Ball is
that's
loose.
right on us. That was a loose ball.
Loose ball foul goes against Lady Panthers, and it'll go against Ariel Lindsay, who came into the game for Addie McKelvey.
That was a bad call.
That's her second foul.
That was a bad call.
My favorite Lady Panther fan, Miss Eunice, I think agrees with you. Cotton, spin move in the lane. My goodness, had an open shot, missed it. That had me dazzled. Up ahead to Mays. Panthers with a 9-point lead. Moot has an opening down the lane, and she quietly takes it. Jump stop set is good. Coach Stein calls a timeout. 6:17 to go here in the fourth. Lady Panthers lead by 11. This is the Portland Sports Network. .17 remaining in the fourth quarter. Lady Panthers with an 11-point lead. A trip to the regional finals on the line. Valor Prep with the basketball.
That last shot by Moot was unreal. She was going full speed. She had a good defender on her. She just did a jump stop. Girl went right by her and she had an easy layup.
Kobe Cotton trying to make her presence known. Gets fouled driving to the basket.
Yeah, I'm going to be out of control and fall to the ground, but I'm going to bail you out and call a foul.
They'll say it was on the floor. That's the third team foul on the Panthers. McKelvey comes back in for Lindsay. London Cotton with the inbounds to Kobe Cotton. Pump fake down the lane. Scoop shot is up, is good. That's one person you don't want to get hot here in this fourth quarter as it's back down to a 9-point lead, 36-27. Turnover, steal by Valor, 1 versus 1, and London Cotton goes in for the layup. Bradley with the inbounds, dribbles into the front court, over to Paul. Paul pump fakes, drives into the lane, gets it taken away from her, another steal. Valor Prep up ahead. Kobe takes 2 steps, shot is up, and it goes in. And now it is a 5-point game, and you can hear the crowd as Valor Prep has made a run. Panthers having trouble, and Coach Stein says, I don't like what I'm seeing. He takes a 30-second timeout. 6-0 run by Valor. Panthers still lead by 5, 36-31, 5:11 to go. This is Lady Panther basketball. 36-31 is your score. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the fourth. The Lady Panthers have to understand they cannot be loose with the basketball. This is a team you can't be sloppy with, as they've got hands everywhere. Moot gets the inbounds, and everybody opens up the lane, and she goes in, misses a shot, but gets fouled. It was like no one knew who was guarding Gorchek Moot.
Yeah,
everybody went to
all
someone
five of
else.
them need to.
She turned around, and it was the Red Sea. So Gorchek will go to the free throw line, shooting 68% on the season. She gets the first one to fall.
These are huge. Anytime you can score when they're having a run.
Moot, shot, back of the rim, but she gets the rebound. Double team, throws it back out to Paul. Paul gives it up to Mays, so the Panthers with an extra possession. Let's see if they can do something with it. Push against Valor on McKelvey, as McKelvey was knocked to the floor.
You never know what they're going to call.
Second team foul on Valor. Puts McKelvey at the baseline for the inbounds. Gives it up to Moot. Nobody's there. She'll shoot the three in front of the rim. Valor with the rebound. Cotton gives it up to Kobe. Kobe down the lane. Takes a shot. Whistle. Defensive foul as Paul hits the floor. And they'll say Nylock Paul was moving. 3 team fouls. Excuse me, that's the third foul on Paul. 4 team fouls.
That was awful. We were having a cup of coffee in there already. And the girl come in with all legs, railing, and just ran right into it. And it was on us.
Kobe Cotton's first three is up. No good.
That was a terrible call. Unbelievable.
Free throws up. That one goes in. Cotton gets that one to fall. It's 37-32. Panthers with the 5-point lead. Bradley.
You gotta go.
In the middle third. Gets up to the front court. Over to Mays. Passes over to Paul. Almost jumped by London Cotton. Is tipped into the backcourt. Paul picks it up. Got to get to the front court.
It's a reach.
Ball was knocked out, and they'll say it went off the foot of Paul. So Valor down by 5. Can get it to the closest that it's been since halfway through the second quarter. 3 by Kobe Cotton. Short. Rebound tipped up. Possessed by Paul. Up ahead to Moot. No one in front of her, but she misses the layup. Gets her own rebound. That doesn't go back in. And now Valor with another chance to cut it to a 1-possession game. Kobe Cotton over to McLean. McLean, baseline, gets around her defender. Bounce pass to the low block. Throw it back out in front for the 3. Off the mark. Mays with the rebound. Mays sees Bradley up ahead, and Bradley has Moot open underneath. Layup. Great job by Bradley not getting excited, getting the pass, get it over to Moot. She had plenty of time. Cotton's going to take a 3. That one doesn't go in, but the offensive rebound is missed. And another rebound for Valor, and they'll shoot another 3. Off the mark, and Valor tries to save it out of bounds, but there's a foot on the line. It's getting a little frantic. And Paul is limping. She's been favoring that left knee for quite some time. It seems like it's getting worse and worse. Looks like she's holding on to the hip. Ariel Lindsay into the game. Kieva Bradley playing point guard in this possession, going up against Wright. Panthers will spread it out. Finally, Valor comes up to jump on Bradley. Bradley stays calm and then gets fouled. London Cotton with a misdemeanor. That'll be 3 on her. 3 team fouls against Valor. As Wright had stepped out, but now she's back in. And Colette Love will go out. McKelvey looking for the inbounds, gives it to Mays in the backcourt. Mays dribbles forward. Under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. McKelvey dribbles to the right-hand side, turns it around, tries to catch Lindsey going back court. McLean saw it, picked it off, and now Valor with another opportunity into the lane. Foul. Will it be before the shot? Foul will go against Ariel Lindsey, and they will say it was during the shot, so she'll get 2. No, it's 5 fouls on the Lady Panthers, so in the bonus situation. McLean quickly shoots that first one. It goes in.
Key here is you got to block out. You can't let them have second chance points.
McLean with the shot. Short. Offensive rebound. Loses it on the floor. Picked up by Valor Prep. Putback doesn't go in. Moot says, let me have it. She dribbles all the way into the front court. Around one defender. Gets it knocked out. There's a scrum picked up by Valor. It's getting hectic. McLean dishes it off to Kobe, who gets smacked on the forehead.
I like it.
That was definitely a foul, Mr. Thayer.
But we got to realize we're ahead right now, so we don't have to play so helter-skelter when we get across the court. We're giving up so many opportunities. The longer the ball's in play, the closer the game's going to end.
So they give that foul to Gorchek Moot, which is number 4.
It wasn't Moot who fouled her. It was clearly Madison Mays that knocked her right in the head.
Paul goes back to the scorer's table.
Which I'm not getting on to Madison. I thought it was a great deal stopper. Sometimes good hard fouls I thought it was a perfect time.
Maybe they didn't call the headshot. Maybe there was a push down low or something. Nylock Paul comes in for Lindsey.
Do it again then.
As Cotton made that first free throw. Second one goes up. It doesn't go in. Bradley with the rebound. And Bradley gets pushed underneath the basket. Panthers with a 6-point lead. That's only the 4th team foul. So Panthers will have to inbounds. Next one will put them to the free throw line. 2:16 to go here in the fourth. What was once a 12-point lead for the Lady Panthers is down to 6. Bradley makes her way to the front court. Fans want an offensive foul.
She was dribbling with the hand. They said knock her off.
Bradley gets in between 2 defenders, tries to go down the lane, loses it. Mays dives on the floor. Coach Stein called timeout, but the ref says it wasn't in time.
Yeah, I disagree.
So he called the jump ball, but the possession arrow, I think, stays with the Lady Panthers. Under 2 minutes to go. Paul doesn't look right.
No, but if she's not
80% Nylock Paul sometimes is better
all
than
the time better than most. It is what it is. You just have to. People could be mad at me for saying it, but it's true.
Lady Panthers lining up in the 4 corners of the paint. Paul, no one open. Timeout called by Coach Stein as he saw the 5-second violation coming up. That was the 3rd timeout by the Panthers. It's 1:57 to go here in the fourth. Panthers still on top, up 39-33. This is the Portland Sports Network.
From phones and laptops to toys and tools, many of our favorite things run on batteries. But when tossed in the trash or recycling bin, these batteries can spark intense fires that are nearly impossible to stop. Battery fires are happening more often. They've destroyed homes, burned down garbage trucks and recycling centers, and, tragically, taken lives. When a facility goes up in flames, trash and recycling services can be shut down for weeks or even months. The good news, battery fires are easy to prevent. Just remember, never throw batteries in the trash or recycling bin. Always tape the ends and drop them off at a safe collection site or mail them in using a certified return box.
1:57 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Regional semifinals. You lose this basketball game and your season is over. You win and you'll come back here Wednesday night to face Liberty Creek Lady Wolves, our nemesis for the year. As Lady Panthers have won 13 of their last 16 games, all 3 losses were to Liberty Creek. But that last one was a barn burner. Inbounds pass to Bradley, who gets pushed on the made basket. And Kieva will go to the free throw line for an and one.
did a great job of staying strong in the post. Good pass, made the bucket. We got to top it off here with the free throw.
Kevin gets set, spins, shoots. In there. That is 18 points on the night for Kieva Bradley. And the Panthers are back up to a 9-point lead, 42-33. Quick three by Valor doesn't go in, but they get the rebound, and the putback is good by Tamia McLean.
That's what they're used to doing right there.
Full court. Panthers, Bradley over to McKelvey. She gets to the front court, over to Moot. Mays down in the low block. Valor recovers. Mays has to give it up to Paul. Paul dribbles her way out to the front court. Ball is tipped into the back court. Now it's loose. Dove on by Valor.
That's got to be on them.
And they're going to call a foul on Moot, I believe. If it is, that's number 5.
No way. There's no way. I'm coming out of my headset. It's not. Don't get me excited like that, buddy.
Well, everybody was pointing like,
I know it.
Why would you call that?
We got to seal these things. We got to hit these free throws.
All right, so they do give the foul to Valor Prep. That's number 2 on Paris Cotton, and Moot makes the free throw.
That's her 18th point for tonight.
Misses the second. Stays in an 8-point game, 1:18 remaining. Dribble handoff for Valor. Kobe Cotton spins the ball before driving the lane and gets fouled.
He was going to give it a continuation if he went in.
I think so. That one will go against Lindsay. No, they'll say that's Bradley. That's number 4 on Kieva Bradley. So Moot and Bradley both with 4 fouls.
A minute 10, you got to keep them in. You got to keep going. We got to block these people out. Last time we did not do a good job of blocking them out on the free throw here.
Kobe Cotton misses the first free throw. Kobe shoots the second one. Misses both. Bradley with the rebound. Mays up ahead to Moot. Moot gets it over to Bradley a little bit too much. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Panthers.
What's this guy's problem down here? You know what? The referee, this ain't about you, Mr. Ref. This is about these young ladies that are playing really hard basketball game. That's so terrible.
Cotton takes a quick three, and that's way off the mark. McKelvey with the rebound. 53 seconds to go. Panthers up by 8.
No.
Only one timeout left for Coach Stein, but Moot gets it in the front court and then just gets it taken away from her. And then a defensive foul on the Panthers. And I believe that does go against Moot. And that'll be number 5. As she got it tipped away from her, she tried to get it back. Gets called for the reach-in.
I know it sounds silly, but when we're taking the ball out, if we don't have anything, we feel trapped, just throw the ball deep to stay in bounds. That at least takes time off every time you do it.
41 seconds remaining. Lindsay, McKelvey, Mays, Bradley, and Paul on the court for the time being. As Kate Wright misses a free throw because in comes Bailey Sharklet, out comes McKelvey.
You just can't have turnovers in your backcourt here. If you're going to turn it over, throw it over here and let them use time to get it down.
Valor shoots, misses that one.
Over the back.
Ball is loose, picked up by Valor. Over to Cotton, takes a mid-range, front of the rim, no good. Kobe gets the rebound and the putback. Timeout is called by Coach Troy Rexilius of the Valor Wildcats, and they have cut it to 6. Just under 30 seconds to go. Interesting move by Coach Stein as we talk through this timeout. Bringing McKelvey out and putting Sharklet in. Looks like he's going for size, maybe to keep the ball up high.
It didn't work.
Help on the rebounds, maybe? Yeah.
You got to block out till you go for a ball. You learn that in Pee Wee basketball, or if you had a good basketball coach, you do.
Giving up offensive rebounds by Lady Panthers has kind of been, if you can look at a weakness we've had on this big winning streak, that is probably up there towards the top.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like I said, it is helter-skelter as it is. You know, are we out of timeouts now?
No, we still got one.
We got one left.
Yeah.
So you got to know, if you get trapped in the backcourt, you know, you either tell them, do you want them to use it or not? Is the timeouts all on me to call? But if you're in trouble, as silly as it sounds, you got to throw the ball back over on this side of the floor and try to get them to run it down and play defense, because it takes away possessions. They've got to have, if 3-point shots, 2 possessions.
So McKelvey's back into the game. Panthers will keep everybody into the backcourt as they go to inbounds. Bradley goes deep. McKelvey throws it to her. That's a little short. Valor's able to pick it up. Turnover, gives it back to the Lady Wildcats. Tipped from behind by Lindsay, but Valor's able to keep possession. Cross court to McLean 18 seconds ago. McLean takes a 3, doesn't go in. Putback is good by Kobe Cotton. She gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. And that made me number 5 it is, as Bradley will foul out. Now things are going to get a little cringy.
Yeah, now's when our freshman and sophomore guards been starting all year long. Have got to step up and help Paul out a little bit.
13 seconds remaining. Kobe Cotton to the free throw line for the and one. Shot is up, it goes in. A 3-point game, the closest Valor has had it since early in the second quarter. And a quick foul against Valor, and that should put Paul, we'll see when they called the foul. Yeah, that put Nylock to the free throw line. That's number 4 on Kobe Cotton.
Hit these and it's over, I think.
9.9 remaining. A trip to the regional finals, and if you make it there, you automatically are in the sectionals. The first free throw back of the rim, it's out. Coach Stein is going to call his final timeout and bring his team over. Under 10 seconds to go. It's a one. If you lose Friday night, your season's over. If you lose tonight, your season over. But once you make it to the regional finals, top 2 teams from every region gets to go to the sectional. It just depends on where you travel to after that.
You're either home or away.
So you win tonight. You still want that win on Wednesday because you want to get that regional championship banner put up.
Yeah, and you want to play a home game in the sectional.
Exactly.
So, yeah, for sure. You got to get this one now. I hate to put the pressure on Moot. I think Coach Stein kind of called a timeout more for, Paul, because she just had a deer in the headlight look when she just took that shot. I don't know. That's not like her. And I think he said, I got to get these guys settled down a little bit and get her to get a good shot, because she just absolutely has to make it. Then we absolutely cannot foul
and look at
a
Paul
3-point shot.
Leading her teammates on the break out of the huddle. Huge free throws for the Lady Panthers right here. Nylock shooting 56% from the line on the season.
And find her comfort zone.
Panthers stay back. There'll be nobody for an offensive rebound. So it's just Nylock Paul in the basket. She shoots it in and out. Valor with the rebound, 7 seconds. And they'll call the push on Lindsay. And that may be number 5 on Lindsay. No, they call timeout. Sorry. Timeout was called by Valor Prep. That should be his last timeout.
Yeah, I thought the ref called a foul, to be honest with you.
So I think we kind of had them caught there in the corner. I really did think that was the 5th on Lindsay.
Yeah, the only thing that hurts us on paper, it would be a good call. But they've been killing us on the glass the last 3 minutes of the game.
They're not very good at the free throw line as a team.
No, they're not very good at all. But they are good at getting rebounds on us right now, since 2 of our 3 tall girls are out of the ball game.
A very crazy game, kind of what we expected. Valor Prep, 21-5 coming into tonight's game. Blew through their district tournament We knew, though, that the Lady Panthers had what it took to compete with this team tonight. And right now, they're 5.8 seconds away. If they can just get one more stop against this Valor Prep Lady Wildcat basketball team.
And I would be all about fouling them before they shot it if it wasn't for them getting it so bad on the rebound.
And it'll be up to Sales, McKelvey, Mays, Lindsay, and Paul to finish out this game. As Stein is going all guards. Inbound to Cotton. Cotton to the left-hand side, gives it up 2 seconds. Down the lane, let her shoot it. Yes, at the buzzer. It doesn't go in, but it doesn't matter as your Lady Panthers come away victorious. A great defensive stand as Portland comes away with a victory, 43-40. And it got close for comfort. Lady Panthers able to be resilient, come away with the victory. We're going to take a short pause. We'll come back with a recap and final stats. You're listening to Portland Lady Panther basketball here on the Portland Sports Network. Tonight, Lady Panthers will battle for the region championship for the second year in a row, defeating Valor Collegiate tonight. Final score 43-40. What a basketball game it was. Lady Panthers were up by 2 at the half. An 11-0 run to start the third gives the Panthers an 11-point lead going into the fourth quarter. But game was far from over as Valor cuts it to 3. A defensive stand on the last possession, and Portland has punched their ticket to another region championship game.
Yeah, it was a very interesting game. I mean, I missed the first quarter, but the 3 quarters that I got to watch was very exciting. Your Metro referees for sure made it a little closer at times than I think they should have. But there was a couple calls maybe, that they could have called on us that they didn't. But it was a little inconsistent. But they did a good job when 2 of your best players foul out. Just trying to hold the pieces together is tough. But Coach Stein did it. I think my deal is that some of the girls that come in off the bench, they need to more than ever now realize that they're big contributors to this game and this team. And, they need to, not that they didn't, but if they didn't, get in practice and lock down just a little bit more and realize that even if they're in for 1 minute, it could be the last minute of the ball game. Every block out, every pass, every possession is critical. So they just need to be ready to go because we're going to need them.
And looking at a couple of players, we knew that we would need to use our length. We thought that's what we had the advantage over against them, and sure enough, it showed with Moot and Bradley having such a good offensive game. Paul didn't score a lot of points, but she's so important to this team in so many other ways. Even when she was injured and Stein had to bring her out, he wanted to put her back in just as soon as she felt able to, because he felt like we can't win this basketball game if I don't have Nylock Paul in there. I don't care if she's scoring 20 or 0.
No, she's a key clog to what's going on. She's one of the main pistons in our engine. And without her, we just don't fire like we need to fire. It is what it is. There may be a bench warmer's parent that says, well, what are you saying? My bench warmer kid can't do it? Right now, no. Your bench warmer kid can't do it. It is what it is. But we need her. She's part of our mainstay of our team. She's one of the reasons we go like we go. And that's just the way it is. But she gutted it up. The team surely appreciates that. Hopefully her injury, just nothing real major, just a little aggravation of a hip joint or something.
And before the stats, would want to say just a great shout out to Panther Nation. The show up here, I mean, we're over an hour's drive away from Portland. And the fans that showed up for this game and those that listened in on PSN also trying to follow the Lady Panthers just shows what support they have. And I just want to show our appreciation for those that are here and those that are listening in for supporting Lady Panther basketball.
Yeah, the people on the drive for sure, because it's Nashville, but you got different parts of Nashville. And coming down to the southeasternest part of the town, there's no easy way to get here. 65, 24. There's just no easy way around it. So for them to even want to deal with it says a lot about how much they care. And then obviously, the Portland Sports Network, we had to go on the fly and go one man for the first quarter. But, hey, we kept working and working and working until we could get it on. So, yeah, I'm proud of the whole deal. It was a good broadcast, and we had a really good crowd. So I was happy for the win for sure. Stats-wise, we had Paul with 5, Gorchek Me with 18, Kieva Bradley with 18, Lindsay with 2. We were 6 for 9 from the free throw line. It would have been nice to go 9 for 9 from the free throw line. Then the last few seconds wouldn't have even mattered. As far as rebounds, Mays with 3, McKelvey with 5, Paul with 7, Moot with 10, Bradley with 3, Lindsay with 2. Steals, we had Moot with 2, blocks, Paul with 1, Moot with 1, assists, Mays with 3, McKelvey with 3, Paul with 3, Moot with 3, Bradley with 3. The one bad thing that we're going to have to work on for sure is 29 turnovers. We got to get that cleaned up. It's amazing when you make that many turnovers, you can pull out a win.
And
but
John,
they did.
Liberty Creek, Wednesday night, we're 0-3 against Liberty Creek this season. Those first 2 games were pretty one-sided, but came back in that frantic fourth quarter, only an 8-point loss in that district championship game. We get one more shot at them, this time for the region championship.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they kind of let their guard down a little bit on us that game and thought they had it already. And then we kind of punched them, and they wasn't expecting it. So that can have a twofold effect. One is that punch might make them up and go, well, we better not ever let down, because they'll catch up on us and make them play harder. Or it might have made a statement to them that said, hey, we better not let down. They can get us a punch. But I think the key is the first 2 games in the region are everything. Mm-hmm. You have to win those games. sure, you want to be region championship, but your goal is not to win the region over going to state. So we've punched our ticket to the sectionals. Now, the only bad thing is if we lose against Liberty Creek, we got to go on the road. But it is what it is. At least we get 2 more games no matter what.
Exactly. 21 wins on the season for the Lady Panthers. Next game Wednesday night, regional championship, 7 o'clock p.m. right here at Valor Collegiate Prep High School against the Liberty Creek Lady Wolves. Tomorrow night, your Panther boys will play Springfield in their region semifinal matchup. Tip-off is set. We have the early game. Tip-off is set for 6 o'clock p.m. We will broadcast all remaining games right here on YouTube via the Portland Sports Network. As always, I want to thank you for your comments and feedback during the broadcast. They're so much appreciated, and we do not take that for granted. Once again, final score, Portland 43, Valor Collegiate 40. For John Thayer, Miguel Amadeus, I'm Kyle Eden. Until next time, go Panthers.